Today I want to talk about traditional marriage advice, and then the difference between that and individual marriage advice. So stick with us. So, in general, you hear the marriage advice of don't go to bed angry. And I'm sure in most situations, a lot of situations, I don't know how many situations, that works, but it actually in general doesn't work for me. For instance, Alan and I want to say that we got into a fight yesterday, except in all honesty, it wasn't even a fight. It was honestly me getting upset. Long story, but he's playing a video game, baby got stung. He helped the baby get the stinger out and then continued playing his game while I took care of the baby, and then it kind of digressed a little bit from there. But in all honesty, push come to shove, it wasn't really that big a deal because the situation was being handled. However, it set my entire day into this negative tailspin, and it just kind of, I want to say grew from there, but it was more downward spiraled from there. And I went from having, all in all, I thought I was having a pretty good day, down to, why am I even doing this? Maybe I should leave. And I know that at least for me, that's the cycle that I end up going through when I'm either upset or, I don't know, when I'm in a certain state of mind. And the idea that, you never go to bed angry, I can see for, like I said, a lot of situation, it might work for a whole bunch of people, but for me, it's actually kind of the opposite. Because when I wake up in the morning, I feel better. I can see everything in a much clearer light. So, and especially when you're living in such close quarters, sometimes, you do need to be able to step away from the situation. And when living in such close quarters, the only being able to step away kind of is going to sleep. So, I ended up taking my medication last night, which the good news is yesterday Alan bought me the name brand again, so I started taking that again. So hopefully there's not going to be another bit of insane cycle while I get readjusted. I'm hoping that I readjust easily. But yeah, I ended up taking that and a Valium last night to get me to sleep. I'm waking up this morning much earlier than I actually even expected, because usually when I take a Valium, I'm still asleep by now. But, and I'm actually feeling really good today again. So I think that the medication is, not from yesterday, I'd actually upped my dosage previously, because obviously I wasn't getting enough of whatever the active ingredient was. So I upped it temporarily while I still had the generics. But I think I'm doing all right. But like I said, marriage advice. Marriage advice gives you a good place to start. However, what you really need to do is figure out what works for you, because especially when you're in an unusual situation, like being on a sailboat, sailing around the world, where this is the one group, the one person or the one group of people that you really know, you need to find out what works best for you, dealing with the situation and making it work and congeal. So, like I said, it's a good place to start, but push come to shove, you've got to find out what actually works for you. All right, that's what I've got today. I woke up thinking about it this morning, and I figured I'd send it out into the world this morning. So remember, everyone. Oh, and if you're married and you're on a boat, dude, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, because what works for people individually, there's so many different things, and people looking for ideas of what might work for them. This would be a great place to share what works for you down below in the comments, so that you can, share what works for you, and maybe other people can try it out to help them find out what works for them. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Let's see, the subscribe button, is it over there? I think it's over there. So make sure you subscribe. And hey, you could always go and like this comment, because it always makes me feel good to get some likes on them. And other than that, have a great day or evening, or, you know, have some good. All right, I'll see you guys later, and welcome to all the new members. We're like growing steadily, and I'm so excited about it, and I'm so excited to have you here. So stick around. This is getting ready to get awesome. We're like down to that last little countdown before we leave in Panama and Pacific. It's gonna be awesome. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.